Hello and welcome to the third part of algebraic expressions at the right angle, also maths for muggles. Last time we gave a situation about a school and the area of the floor of that school. So let's say this is the school and there are 4 classrooms, and each of the classrooms has a width of x meters and a length of y meters, and there's a corridor connecting all of them, which is again 2 meters wide, as is a staircase in between which is 2 meters wide. Then if we were to find out what is the total area, of course if we know the values of x and y we can actually just do it, or if we want to create a formula, so that would be in form of algebraic expressions, and we did that last time. So we worked out that the area would be the length of this entire floor, which is the width of 4 classrooms plus the staircase. So that's 4x plus 2, and into the width of the floor, which is the length of the classroom, which is y, plus that of the corridor. And so then that looked like this. The length was 4x plus 2 and width is y plus 2. And now what we had to do last time was we had to multiply this. Don't worry about this bit, I'll come to that a bit later. We had to multiply length and width, and in terms of an expression, or let's say a formula for this case, this is not a formula for you to remember, it is simply a formula for this case. This is just one problem. You don't have to worry about memorizing this. So it's 4x plus 2 into y plus 2. So today we'll find out how to do this. So the way it works out is, four x plus 2 into y plus 2. So what you do is you multiply 4x into this entire thing, and to this you add 2 into this entire thing, this everything that's in this bracket. So you can do it either way. You can put this in front or this in front, it doesn't matter. It is just like arithmetic, where whether it is 4 into 3 or 3 into 4, it is the same thing. So if you work this out, you will say 4x into y, that is simply 4x into y. You can't do anything more with this at this stage. So it is 4x into y. Some people put a dot here, some people put a cross, and mostly you don't put anything. X into y is simply written xy. If, for example, this is x, then you'll say 4x into x is 4x square. But anyway, that's another day. And 4xy, and then 4x into 2, but that's added. So plus 4x into 2, that is 2 times 4x is simply 8 times x. So 8x. And then plus 2 into y, 2y, plus 2 into 2, which is plus 4. We happen to know that x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 8. 6 meters and 8 meters. If it was science, then it would be very important to say meters and put the units and do things. When you are doing maths, it is people are not that necessarily strict about these things. But let's say we do this. So it is 4 into 6 into 8 plus 8 into 6 plus 2 into 8 plus 4. So 4 into 6 is 24, 24 into 8 is 192, you can work that out, plus 8 into 6 is 48 plus 2 into 8 is 16 plus 4. 192 plus 48 is 240. 192 plus 8 is 200 plus then 40. 16 plus 4 is 20 plus 20, and that's 260. So that's, and this 260 meter square. This is particularly important when you're doing problems in areas and so on. But now we are actually focusing on how to deal with expressions. So we are not so interested in writing the correct unit at this moment. But in any case, this is how you multiply two expressions, and this is how you substitute. In future videos, we'll take maybe just to deal with different kinds of situations, maybe with some minus signs and so on. Just for practice, we will do a few more problems. But this is how you deal with expressions. Let's just consolidate all this. Remember, 4x plus 2 into y plus 2, this is the way we multiplied and we substituted, we got this. Instead of that, had we substituted these numbers here straight away, we could have also got the answer. So that's what happens here. 4x plus 2, 4 into x is 6, plus 2, whole into 8 plus 2, which is y plus 2, is 8 plus 2. 4 into 6, 24, plus 2 is 26, into 10 and 260. It's the same answer. But the reason I didn't do this first is the purpose of this video is to show how to deal with algebraic expressions. Now, if I were to ask you a simple question, what is 4 into 7? You will come up with 28. Or suppose I asked, what is 3 plus 6? You will just say 9. Now, did you think what 6 and what 9? 6 of what and 9 of what? Suppose it's 6 of apples and 3 of bananas, or whether it is 4 of something into 7 of something else. Well, at that point you didn't think, you just used the number, and that's fine. And if you want meaning out of it, then you have to see whether it makes sense to make a multiplication or addition. That's in the time when you are forming the expressions. But once you form the expressions, you don't think too much. You just do things sort of in a automatic, without thinking, mechanical fashion. And that's what you do in mathematics. Sometimes in mathematics, once you get used to something, you don't necessarily think of the meaning of it. But there is a meaning, and here we use the particular meaning of length and width to multiply two expressions to get the area. And this is a good example because it allows you to see some sense in this. Otherwise, when you multiply this, it doesn't seem to make any sense. But you should be comfortable with it. In problems in your school, many of the problems that are given would be simply in this form without explaining any of this background. And sometimes they have really funny expressions. Don't worry about it. Just do it according to the rules that I'm going to tell you.